Green sea turtles. These magnificent creatures with their ancient lineage grace our oceans with a serene beauty. They are the gentle giants of the sea, gliding through coral reefs and seagrass meadows. These turtles play a vital role in the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. They graze on seagrass, keeping it healthy and preventing it from becoming overgrown. This grazing helps to maintain the health of the entire ecosystem, providing habitat for a myriad of other marine creatures. But their future is uncertain. Green sea turtles are classified as endangered. They face numerous threats, many of them caused by human activities. Their story is one of survival against the odds, a story that highlights the urgent need for conservation. We must understand the threats facing green sea turtles and the global efforts being made to protect them. Their fate, like the fate of so many other marine species, is intertwined with our own. It is a story that calls for our attention, our empathy, and our action. Green sea turtles face significant challenges. Habitat loss and pollution rob them of nesting grounds. Seagrass meadows, vital feeding grounds, are disappearing. Bycatch and fishing gear is another significant threat. Poaching and plastic pollution also endanger them. These threats push green sea turtles closer to the brink. Imagine a world where your home is slowly disappearing. For green sea turtles, this is a harsh reality. Coastal development, driven by human population growth and economic expansion, is encroaching upon their nesting beaches. The once pristine shores where these ancient creatures have laid their eggs for millennia are being transformed into resorts, harbors, and urban sprawls. This development not only destroys nesting sites but also increases light pollution, disorienting hatchlings, and making them more vulnerable to predators. Seagrass meadows, the underwater pastures that sustain green sea turtles, are also under threat. Pollution from agricultural runoff and coastal development degrades water quality, suffocating the seagrass and destroying this vital habitat. Climate change exacerbates these problems, leading to rising sea levels that inundate nesting beaches and ocean acidification that weakens coral reefs, further reducing suitable habitat for these marine reptiles. The loss of habitat forces green sea turtles into smaller and smaller areas, increasing competition for resources and making them more susceptible to disease. It is a vicious cycle that threatens their very survival. Section 4. Trapped and Tangled, Bycatch, a silent killer. In the vast expanse of the ocean, a silent killer lurks beneath the waves. It is not a predator in the traditional sense, but a threat nonetheless. Bycatch. Fishing gear, deployed to catch target species, often ensnares unintended victims, including green sea turtles. Entangled in nets or hooked on long lines, these air-breathing creatures are dragged underwater, unable to surface for air. The result is often fatal: drowning or severe injuries that lead to a slow and agonizing death. Bycatch is a global problem, impacting countless marine species, including green sea turtles. The scale of this silent slaughter is staggering. Millions of turtles are estimated to be caught as bycatch each year. The good news is that solutions exist. Turtle excluder devices, or TEDs, simple modifications to fishing nets, provide an escape route for turtles and other large marine animals, significantly reducing bycatch rates. However, widespread adoption of TEDs and other bycatch reduction methods remains a challenge, requiring greater awareness, stricter regulations, and collaboration among governments, fisheries, and conservation organizations. Section 5. Climate change, a looming threat to green sea turtles. Climate change, the long-term shift in global temperatures and weather patterns, casts a long shadow over the future of green sea turtles. Rising sea levels, a direct consequence of global warming, threaten to inundate nesting beaches, submerging the eggs laid in the sand and drowning developing embryos. Warmer temperatures also skew the sex ratios of hatchlings. Sea turtle eggs are temperature-dependent, meaning the sex of the hatchling is determined by the temperature of the sand in which the eggs incubate. Warmer temperatures produce predominantly female hatchlings, potentially leading to an imbalance in sex ratios and jeopardizing future generations. Ocean acidification, another consequence of climate change, poses an additional threat. As the ocean absorbs excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, it becomes more acidic. This increased acidity weakens the shells and skeletons of marine organisms, including coral reefs, which provide important habitat for green sea turtles. The combined effects of climate change, rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and more frequent and intense storms, pose a significant challenge to the survival of green sea turtles and their delicate ecosystems. Section 6. Guardians of the Ocean: Global Efforts to Protect Green Sea Turtles. Despite the daunting challenges, there is hope for green sea turtles. Around the world, individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect these ancient mariners. Conservation efforts are multifaceted, encompassing research, education, advocacy, and on-the-ground action. Scientists are studying green sea turtle populations, their movements, and the threats they face, providing valuable data to inform conservation strategies. Educators are raising awareness about the plight of green sea turtles and the importance of protecting them. Advocates are pushing for stronger policies and regulations to safeguard these creatures and their habitats. And on the front lines, conservationists are working to protect nesting beaches, reduce bycatch, and rescue and rehabilitate injured turtles. International agreements, such as the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, or CITES, regulate the trade of green sea turtles and their products, aiming to prevent exploitation. Marine protected areas, designated zones with restricted human activities, provide safe havens for these creatures and their habitats. Section 7. Hope for the Future: Your Role in Green Sea Turtle Conservation. The story of green sea turtles is one of hope and survival. Collective action and small efforts make a big impact. We all play a role in protecting green sea turtles. Support conservation, reduce plastic, and choose sustainable seafood. Educate yourself and others about their plight. Our actions